Are we going live?
We're live.
You didn't tell me, Mariah.
Hey, this is P.
Patricia. Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
She always acts surprised. I'm like,
just
hello, at like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes. Oh, hey, I'm hitting the button.
You're supposed to go 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah.
I guess she needs a countdown clock over there or something. I don't know. How is everyone? Hey, Judy P. Oh, and then Debbie Cork popped right in there, and then I was like, oh, I need to be hitting the go live button.
Yeah, Mariah's sitting there just messing around, and we're laughing about
pre-chat, and
somebody
Carolyn's sitting on paint, I think. I didn't quite pick up the exact thing there. Hello, Kieran. You are new. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and Lisa's back from her trip, so she's here.
Hi, Lisa.
We're so glad you're back. We missed you.
Yes, we did.
And I said hello to, I believe, let's see, Panka and Ann are here. We've got Carolyn, Diane. Glad Diane's here. I know she's getting ready for work, but
Sandy. Did you say Sandy?
Sandy Franklin's here. Very good. She's excited. She got her new stencils. We're looking forward to seeing what you make.
I'm still waiting for my teardrops.
Oh, she's waiting for all kinds of things. She needs to make me a better list. Hello, Diana R. Hello, hello. And Marcia Markle. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, thanks. My hair's just out of control. I can't even keep it in the hat now. Like, that's why I've been wearing hats. So, oh. I'm just getting an update on the, AC level. Yeah. Van was like, all right, are we going to turn that off soon?
Did we turn it off?
Yeah. There we go. So, hopefully we don't have any interruptions in our... There was also an update on the Logitech, the little zoom ability. So, hopefully we got all that worked out. All right, P, you ready to go to topside?
I am.
Hey, it's Thursday Thoughts.
I know, and I have some thoughts. Actually, I'm never without thoughts. It's
I need to turn her back. I didn't even turn you back on from the other day. Let's see. Oh, hey, there you are. Oh, and you're moving. That's good. We're doing well. Last time you were frozen like this, kind of.
In a glamorous pose.
Yeah, you
freeze
were not,
me.
Yeah, you weren't. It never works that way. You never get. Don't do that because it might tempt the, camera.
The fates.
Yeah. Hello, Susan. Oh, man, those Barons and that info. Thank you very much. Everybody's got Baron envy.
I know. Mine doesn't have anything except goop.
Oh, hello, Robin. And Fiona's here. And Julie. Man, you guys are just rolling in. Sweet. Hello.
This is Thursday.
I know.
What's up with Thursday?
Oh, and Robin, she's in New Zealand. We're having problems with our packages going to New Zealand. They have put a restriction back on, so it's a little pricier than normal right now. But we're hoping that will lift soon. Everything seems to be delivering to Australia, though.
Yeah.
Yay!
Boy,
so,
no
hey,
kidding.
if you're in Australia, place your order now.
Or bip over to New Zealand and you can pick up your order. We'll send it to the post office.
Or our New Zealand guys have to go over to Australia now.
Yeah, there you go.
It was the other way around.
It was for a while. Go figure that stuff.
I know.
I'm not. I think it's very whimsical and there's not a real reason for it.
I think we're doing pretty good. Thank you for asking, Karen. Karen's asking how we're doing. How you doing, P?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I've done some exciting things.
Got our new stickers.
Yeah.
I made stickers.
I'm not necessarily covering up their stupid writing on the front. Should, because I can't read it. But anyway, Mariah, in her brilliant wisdom, I put in a request. I said, they don't necessarily have to fit exactly, but if they would stick down, that would be so awesome. Because then I don't have to futz with the tape.
Yeah. Because
that gets to be a little bit of a whip, as evidence. Remember
Hello, Lois.
Taped all these little dudes on? Yeah. Okay. That represented a huge chunk of my time, which would be better spent doing something else. And look how this works. Oh, yeah.
She's got stickers.
All right. Now, I'm going to let Mariah talk to you about this because she got into the discussion with somebody the other day about, pardon me, chicken salad's making a reappearance here. It was really good, too.
It was. She put curry in it.
I put curry in it. I used yogurt instead of
Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip.
Yeah, I liked it.
See how that works?
Hi, Mo.
You don't even have to bust out
And
a
Sharon.
brush. Just use your finger.
Hi, Sharon. I'm glad you're here.
And what's really nice about that is that, you know, if you haven't used this paint for a long time, you might say, oh, I don't remember exactly. You know, did that cover? And here's what Mariah's going to tell you about this little half, the little square.
Okay. Yes, because there was discussion, and I don't know if Violet or Fran are here yet. I haven't seen them pop in yet. But over in Fran's live stream yesterday, there was some discussion, some question regarding the little boxes and what's the difference between, you know, the semi-transparent and semi-opaque. And there really is. There's kind of a four-tier chart.
I had them out. Oh, they're back behind me.
I mean, you have transparent, so that's obviously a little more see-through. Then
This is semi.
Yes, then you have semi-transparent. Then you have semi-opaque. And
So
see,
that depends on which side the square's colored?
Well, so that one, obviously, so it has the half black and half clear little square, that's the semi-transparent. And then the next one, which is semi-opaque, just has the crossed out line through the square. Then the opaque is full.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't have any of those others that you're talking about.
You have an opaque right there. You have your Miami Vice blue.
Uh-huh. And this is opaque.
But you don't have a semi-opaque. And that's what Fran had. She's like, what is this, you know, line across the box? And what's semi-opaque?
Oh, it's just the line across the box, not any colored in.
That is correct.
Well, I don't know what they would consider semi, but boy, I'll tell you what, if you use that pretty thick, that's going to be opaque.
Hello, Darcy. I'm glad you're here.
I mean, you can see a little bit where if it has a contrasting color underneath, but there over the gray and the white, I don't know. I think it's...
I think it also varies because they use that same chart across all their types of paint, from acrylic to gouache to... Do you say gouache? Gouache?
Gouache. I just say gouache.
I
I don't know if that's right. It's like mauve and mauve.
Yes. And then, and watercolor paints. So, there you go. Just some info on, you know, trying to figure out what's... Best thing is just put a swatch sticker on it.
I'm just going to make a little bit of opaque lime green here real quick.
Now, as far as the stickers are concerned, I mean, I could sell them in the shop. It seems like a weird thing to sell, but let me know if you're interested.
We can hook you up.
We can hook you up. Now, the other one's just a downloadable one that you can print off yourself for free. But if you want swatch stickers...
You got to pay for the stuff.
Yeah, I got to pay for stuff. Because it requires some time and energy and product. That's how it works.
Yeah. Hey, but I don't know. 5
Jenny
times... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's 5 times 6?
30?
That's how many...
Yes, 5 times 5 is 25. So one more is 30.
It's 30. So you get 30 of the little Hummers. For whatever Mariah
well,
decides.
you gotta let me know if you're... I'm not even messing with putting it in the shop unless you guys are like, hey...
No, this is a maker's thing, yeah. We're not doing that for the world.
Let me know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, that's our Facebook group. Because I always say that.
Yeah. Hey, and we have over 400 people. Did you guys know that?
Yeah. People's like, let's more people in. Did you know we're at 400?
And I'm like, well, why don't these people start showing up? We had 400 people showing up. We'd just blow our minds.
And it would blow our minds. I think
well,
some
we
people
wouldn't know
have
what to
forgotten
do.
that they are in our group.
Yeah, we'd have to have more than one chat room or whatever. You have to have them lined up side by side. Do they do that sort of thing?
No, it doesn't work that way.
I lost my chat thing with
I saw
Fran
that
the other day,
and hilarious. You're like, that's fine. I found another one.
I did. I had to go someplace else and get it. All right, now, I don't know if I mixed in, but I always just give it a little shot of retarder in here, make it a little bit open. I'm not making it like, you know, it's kind of like a screen door as opposed to, you know, an open door.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you doing? What are you mixing?
I'm making lime green.
Well, it wasn't that
opaque.
was oh, okay.
I've got lots of greens.
Whew.
Yeah, no. I failed to. I may need more white. I have put that on my paint list here, which I have.
Yeah, you need to turn that in.
Well, I'm still going through the products here.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's not quite limey enough.
Oh, thanks, Susan. That's so sweet. She says that, you know, Maker's such a welcoming, inclusive, instructive, and collaborative group. Hey, that does remind me, because, so Susan had asked me, you know, she said, I'll ask Mariah if it's okay to post anything. Remember, in Maker's, you can pretty much post whatever you want. Just be thorough in your information. Make sure that it has, you know, it's informative. Not just a drop of, hey, you know, go buy this or go do this or go see this or whatever. Be informative.
Yeah, and check back and see if there's somebody that has a question.
Yeah.
Because that's what really irks me.
Yeah.
I mean, I really get a little bit, I go off on that. I've got some other things I'm going to go off on later. Just stay tuned. It'll happen.
Oh, there you go. Oh, thanks, guys. we got a couple mods dropping things in here.
Excellent.
Yes. There we go. So yes, that is the link to the Makers Facebook group. If you are coming back on like a replay and you're like, I don't see the chat, it is also listed down below in the description area.
Yeah.
If you hit the show me more information,
Yeah.
or show, it just says show more, and then you click that, and then more information comes up. You might be a little bit blown away by the amount of information.
From the amount of information.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this Titan Buff in fluid acrylic.
Where did that come from?
Oh, I've had this for like ever. Look at
Yeah,
it. It's
I was like,
corroded over. I just want to get this. It's really kind of stiff.
it's not so fluid anymore.
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about my green, my froggy green.
Your froggy green is stiff.
My froggy green is a little stiff.
Nobody
Okay.
likes a stiff frog.
Seriously. Unless it's in a leg form and I'm going to put it in my mouth and eat it after
Oh,
it's been
no.
fried.
Bleh.
I didn't ever like that.
Go
I
ahead,
like frogs.
Kieran, ask away. Yes, and Makers is a perfect place to be free to ask any question. No question is silly. That is exactly right. We share and love for mixed media, and someone will know the answer you need. Exactly.
I mean, they will.
And a lot of times we'll tag people, be like, I'll let P know, because sometimes she doesn't see a comment or a post, and I'm like, hey P, you need to come look at this, or hey Mo, hey Ann,
Yeah, or tag me and
Hey,
it'll
Lisa.
come up.
hey Judy P. Hey, if you got impasto questions, Judy P's the one to ask.
Oh,
Lisa knows some things.
that's been a little bit much. Okay, here we go. This is
She can make some mean loft on a texture paste. She'll tell
I'll
you about
say.
that.
And see, I've got one on the back, but the reason these little jobbers are really nice is because, well, if you can get them off. Mariah says, she says, Mother, I said, it isn't an intelligence thing, Mariah. It's an operator thing.
Well, Karen, we're always here to do gel printing, so if that's the kind of painting you're looking for, you're in the right place. Painting flowers, I don't know. We got some mean stencils, though.
Yeah, we do. And we have them in lots of different kinds of flowers.
Yes.
We've got daisies, we've got chrysanthemums, we've got pointy flowers that look dangerous. In the in the aster family, I would say.
And maybe some watercolor ones here and there, but
Yeah, I do watercolor flowers.
yes. Ah, thanks, Judy P. Yes, for those of you that are coming in and those of you that know us, definitely give us the thumbsy upsies if you still aren't sure. Hang out for a little bit.
Well, this isn't quite as limey as I want it, but I'm going to quit right now because
Right.
I'm bored doing this, and I can't imagine that you're
Yeah.
terribly engaged.
Yeah, it's pretty like Kelly green.
Yeah, a little bit. Just needs more yellow, and I'm a little low on my yellow. Did you check your drawer to see if I have a replacement yellow?
I don't think there's a yellow. There's a blue over here.
Because this is really a nice lemon yellow, and I do have it in the fluid acrylic. I could use some of that, but you know, I'll mess with this later. Okay, a little word of advice. You know, if there's a way to screw something up, I figured it out. Clean your top. Just give it a once around. You know, wipe its nose and.
Ah, Lisa got her stencils yesterday. She's pretty pumped about those.
Okay, not necessarily limey green, but it's getting there. And
Take us along, that's fine.
yeah.
Somebody needs to come and do our dishes for us too. Sharon's doing dishes while watching. Hey, multitask. We like that.
Yes. It's certainly encouraged around here. All right, now, talked about that.
What did you say? Something about a toddler? Because Darcy says, treat your top like a toddler. Got it. Sometimes I miss what she's saying over there because I'm reading over here.
This
I also cannot multitask very well.
I don't know what happened here, Mariah, but
Yeah. Because it's... well, all right. So that label paper has a kiss cut.
I see.
Which makes it, because it was a full sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with that for right now.
She was trying to work out how that got cut on the back. I could see her brain, like, going,
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this. This isn't necessarily what I want to talk about right now, but I want to talk about this because of, I want to get it out of here and
Move on?
move on.
Okay. She's
Okay.
been stacking piles.
I've been stacking piles. This is the paper, and I'm showing you the size of it. It's 12 by 12, I believe. Close enough. And I don't know what it's called because it's written in Chinese. And it is made in China. But the thing about it is, I'm going to show you.
Does it say that? Made in China?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think, that I read the Chinese there?
Well, I just was wondering if you just
We
for
were
sure
really
knew
impressed
that those...
with that, weren't you?
I was.
I don't see any word. It's just a barcode and...
What about on the other sticker?
Well, it's extremely small.
Okay.
It says Chinese JAO. Jiao? I don't know. Half raw ripe. And it's XUAN. Xuan.
Juan.
So that's what it is. All right. I have a love-hate relationship with this stuff because I just, I'm going on about it and thinking, oh man, this stuff is so wonderful. Yada, yada, yada. And then I just threw that over there. No worries. Where is that booger?
Oh, P was talking about wiping off the top of the jar. Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah, wipe
Diane says all of her tops look like a tower.
This is really funny
With the
because
Nike.
what happened yesterday, and the reason for this right here is because Izzy's in the bathroom going, "Could somebody come and wipe me, please?"
Oh, don't admit that. Poor little thing. Like,
Well, she just got herself in a kind of a bind, and she needed help. And I let me tell you what, it's better to help. So I left this on the plate, went in and helped her out. And when I came back and pulled it up, about half the paper still stayed on the plate.
oh, okay. Yes. Well, can you put a link on ordering them in the chat and on Makers? Yes. So this is the rice paper, right?
This is the rice paper. Now, this
Okay.
is the real deal.
I bet you Mo will have that. Mo is awesome on.
And you can
products.
tell it's the rice paper because if you hold it up to the light, you can see little lines in it that are going, I don't know which way they're going, but anyway, it's got lines in it, so you will know. The thing about it is you will love it, but don't linger.
Hey, Deb.
Get it down, get it off, because it will do wonderful things. And that plate obviously is going to be put over here, and we'll have to...
Thanks, Lisa says she's a normal child. And hello, Lisa. Thank you. we got 2 Lisas today.
Oh, yay. What it is good for, it's good for doing a quick pull to get stuff off the plate that you want on the plate. And I will show you a beautiful example of that.
Julie, are you the only one having problems with what? With that paper, or are we talking about something else? Let me know.
Oh, the Pacon?
Oh, you didn't miss orange, because, yeah, she's just pulling things and showing that she had some problems.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
No.
It happened yesterday.
Ooh. Lisa's going to be she's going to be doing some wax dyed paper today. Awesome.
Hey, Lisa, can you do me some lime green? I'm really feeling, look at
Yeah,
this.
she's kind of in a limey.
I'm just, yeah. Oh, and look at all the little furry bits around the edges. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Oh, Anne's here for reals. All right. What'd you do with your brother? Just put him in front of the TV or something. Her brother's visiting.
Oh.
It's just kind of like, I'll be back in 2 hours.
Oh. Okay. So, anyway, that's that about this.
Oh, no, I think, yeah, Julie, I think that she's just having, YouTube has been nutty. Just nutty. All sorts of weirdnesses. Things happen.
Okay, now where was the rest of that stuff that I wanted to show you that went with that?
I don't know. I'm not in charge
I
of
had
your
it all
stats.
queued up here. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Maybe.
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 But no, you were asking about whether you had a yellow over here. Is that what you were looking for? I've got a carbonite, graphite, and then there's blue. That's all that's over here. Oh, and then some golden stuff.
Okay, and I want to talk about composition. So, Mariah, don't let me forget that.
Composition, y'all.
I'm going to put this plate away, even though it's kind of
Hello, Cindy.
has ucky bits on it. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
pop
It will
out.
be okay. Okay, here I come.
Yeah.
Here I come.
Oh, very good.
I think. Oh my gosh, this is not what I wanted.
Oh, goodness.
I've been getting my butterflies all. I don't know what happened to the one that I pulled. Mariah, could you look through those tissue papers that I just handed you and see if
Oh,
there is one in there?
Lisa, this is what you're talking about?
No, only it's got butterflies on it. That's blue.
This one?
And it's really good. No,
Oh. It's really good.
it's really good.
She's giving me a lot of information here.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think I got it here.
You have located?
No, not in that.
Oh, goodness, lady.
This is, you know.
This is what she gets for organizing.
Yeah, this is what I get for organizing. I know it's here somewhere. I just had it this morning. I mean, and I was sitting here and I was going, okay, I need to make sure that I don't lose that because that's a really important part of the whole thing here.
I keep telling her that, well, asking which pile I can just take to send to, you know, with orders and whatnot.
All right, here it is.
We have located it. She has located it.
All right, so we were talking about, this is the Xuan. We
Okay.
decided Xuan from China. Comes in a 12 by 12 size. You have to cut it down. But I want you to look at the lovely details on here. And can you see
Oh, no.
what happened here? This was what I pulled the excess blue with. Oh no.
I know.
No, kitty.
Oh, here, I will, let's see. For the link to, I think I have the right, this is the, well, this is the 34 by 68 Juan rice paper.
Okay, that's not the same as the one I just showed you. That's the 12 by 12. I think what it was is we were trying different ones, and I don't see a lot of difference. So either one of those will
Because
have...
this still has the lines on it. I'm quite sure of
It
that.
has the lines on it. It's lovely, porous paper. And the reason I like it better than any of the tissue paper to get off this top layer right here.
Oh, actually, this is the one without grids
Oh,
that I just posted. I was just reading that. Let me see if I can find that earlier. Oh, kitty. All right, hold on. Boy, we are just... Things were going really well, and then you lost your papers, and things have fallen down since. I'm putting the cat away.
anyway, so I want to attempt, and you know how this goes. Everything works great when you're off camera, and then the minute you get on camera, everything just goes to hell in a handbasket and downhill quickly. So we're hoping that doesn't happen today. Let's send positive energies out into the universe so that the gel plate stars can align for this particular technique. All right, now I am going to put this right here, right there. I'm not going to talk about these right now, although I do want to, because they're part of the compositional thing. But I thought perhaps with this pull, I could talk to you about what I'm talking about when I say don't have things in the corner that are heading out.
But it's okay to have them hanging.
Oh, hanging off. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who it was today. It was either Eva or Sandy. Somebody was talking about having a dynamic composition where you had lots of movement around the composition.
Yeah.
That's a different thing than having a butterfly in the corner going flying out.
Yes.
You will notice the butterflies in here.
Or I had my whole kaleidoscope, remember? So how Lisa won her thing was that she noticed I had all of them heading in the same direction outward. You know, one just saying, hey, come this way. And then they were all.
And what it does is it brings you back around. And this, I love this. Because this background pattern here is actually repeated by the pattern that the butterflies, flight of the butterflies, would be doing there. I mean, I'm sure that I planned that.
I doubt that she did.
That was part of mine. I love this one. It's very busy, but you will notice the butterflies are all coming back in. They're gathering. They're flying around.
I love that one.
And yes, you can have butterfly wings going off the page, you know, up the wazoo.
Out the wazoo.
And either, yeah, coming or going.
You coming or going.
But just please don't have them flying off. That's it. All right, enough of that. Blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I've got an empty plate back here that doesn't have mucky muck all over it. Okay. Ah, this is a nice one because it's nice and clean.
Oh, that's nice.
And I want to find a background that's already done here. Oh, come on, backgrounds. Where are you? Okay, let's do this one. This is dark.
That it is.
But it's very, you know, it's sort of, I don't know, grungy, mystical, maybe a little foggy. Maybe
Noir.
it's, you know, London in the 1800s. I don't know. Something like that. Anywho.
Thank you, Mo.
Let's get some butterflies on there. Now, my butterflies, I want to talk to you about your butterflies when you get them. You need to remember the little boogers stick together.
Yes. They like each other.
Yeah, they will hunker down and hug on each other. And this little guy lost his...
Oh, you
Yeah.
all together just came
all
off?
together. All together just came away.
Yeah.
I like this particular size here
Kristen.
a lot better. I would like for these to be smaller, but I've been informed that this is as small as they go.
Yeah.
So we're not going to,
Unless you want to start, you know, losing detail.
yeah.
Because it's just, at that point, it's tricky. Hello, Lynn.
Yeah, and I don't know that I want you to expend a lot of energy doing that because I don't know that it's going to make that much difference.
Right.
Okay? All right, so we don't want to use the dark blue, which we had over here, for this. I don't think. I somehow or other that doesn't. I think we want to go with something light. And I just happen to have a really nice green that I mixed up. Are you feeling that?
I am. I like it. Somewhere between agave and patina.
Yeah, and it was just, there was a little bit of stuff left in the bottom there. It didn't have a number on it, so I didn't feel bad about, you know, obliterating its formulae.
Formulae?
Formulae,
I don't know if that's a word.
It is. It's plural for formula.
I think that's formulas.
Oh, well, I like formulae. It sounds better. You know, formulae.
You know, come here. We have our own vocab.
Okay, great fun. All right, so first of all, we're going to get some paint down here. I've noticed this is really...
Did you get through all your thoughts? I think we did. We kind of covered the thoughts.
Oh, no, I did have one more I wanted to talk about. Copyright. Y'all know how I feel about if you're going to use a quote,
credit the person.
Credit the person. It makes you look smart. Like maybe you read it in a book or something.
Or at least Googled it.
Or at least Googled it, yeah. And come on, I am the worst in the world at Google and making things.
Normally that was always my job.
Yeah.
Like any of our books.
I can even make that happen.
She can.
And I'm just saying, come on now. Don't, and let me tell you what, it's against the law. It's called plagiarism. If the people wanted to get real nasty about it.
They could.
They could. They
Most
could
likely.
take you to court and they could sue you.
Yeah, most likely they won't. But, you know, still, it's just a nice
And
thing
especially
to do.
if you're selling your stuff. If you're just keeping it around and, you know, and...
Carolyn says formulae sounds like Latin to her.
There you go. Yeah.
But yes, definitely credit your stuff. And then, you know, that falls upon even as you are getting inspired by other people. It's nice to even say, hey, I was inspired by so-and-so. And because there was a post and things and we were reading along with all that. And, you know, we are very much in agreement with that. And, you know, one of the beauties of being in Makers is that we want you to share where you got something, who you got it from. If you're using somebody's papers, if you're using their stencils, all of that information we feel is part of the process and definitely worthy of mentioning. And now I know in a lot of the other Facebook groups, they don't want you to link out to other people, but they certainly do not have any issue with you saying, hey, I got these awesome stencils, just, you know, if you did or whatever, from PM Artist Studio. We love that. Now, we can't, as PM Artist Studio, go in there and, you know, typically, now, we don't care in Makers. You do what you need to do, just tell us how you did it. That's our big thing in Makers. Is that
And be
we want the
available
process.
when questions are asked.
Yes.
If you're
Hey, Evelyn.
going on vacation or something, let people know that, you know, you'll take care of that business as soon as you get home.
Drop your post and say, hey, I'll be checking on this in a week.
You know, you gotta go
That's okay, too.
someplace and do something.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, now, I'm going to share with you what this looks like. Okay, now this is not horrible. See, we're getting some detail there. This is with the printing paper. Now, hopefully I can find some dead.
Yeah, and I think even, so Sharon says, you know, she worries about that with Seth's group. One of his big things is no link out. But you can certainly talk about where you got things and, you know, and people like that. I've seen it quite often in there. He just doesn't like the links out. And fair enough. We don't care about the links. I just want the information along with the links. Don't just be dropping links.
Yeah.
There you go. Everybody got their rules.
Yeah. and if you know, if you're wondering, it's just like that Baron. I mean, my goodness, we all...
Oh, Fiona says P is right. Formula.
Is formulae?
Yes, but it's with a L-A-E.
Oh, well, that is Latin. Anytime you go A-E at the end of something, it's pretty much Latin. That's about all I know about Latin. You know, it used to be a subject in school. Way back in the day.
Let's see, Mariah, you said it is downloadable file for transparency, opaque stripes, right? Yes. I am thinking mailing labels might work. Where, please? I got a pack of 3,000. Yeah, that probably would work really well with the file that I created. So if you just go over to our shop, yeah, PM Artist, there you go. Mo is on it.
All right. That's what I like about you people.
Yes. It's like everybody has like their key, like our mods are awesome. Everybody like is on it. I love it.
It's just
We need
morning
help.
though. I mean, you know, it takes 4 of us to get a baby out the door.
Yeah, she
to
still
school.
didn't have her vitamins and stuff today.
Mariah got home and I didn't go because I was here trying to get my pile
It was
straightened
egg
out.
day.
I know you must think that I'm this is just a toe. I promised you. I spend hours putting this stuff in piles so that I can find it. You know what the definition of sanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
No, that's insanity.
Insanity. Yes, that's what I said. Insanity.
No, you said sanity.
Oh. Well, I guess maybe I was
She's trying to prove her point.
hopeful. Hope is eternal.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, now that's not huge contrast, but enough that you can see the shapes. And I think it's kind of, that's a little bit.
It's interesting.
It's interesting. But we've got stuff going off the page, but all the butterflies are flying around. We're creating motion. We're creating rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like it. Isn't that green wonderful?
Yes.
We need to keep this one out here, and I need to do some other stuff
Sad
to
thing
that.
is that you don't know exactly how that one was mixed, but it's pretty darn close to the,
Oh, it's
agave
just the opaque version of the transparent one that I made.
The agave patina.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it. Agave patina. Not agave Maria.
Here we go.
That was a joke.
See, that's really close. Paper artsy.
Sharon
This
says
is really
insanity, sanity, either one, I mean.
Why quibble?
Why quibble?
If you're crazy, it doesn't matter
Right.
one way or another.
It's really irrelevant.
It's really irrelevant. This is like that on my radar. Okay, I want to do something with that. I just don't know what it is.
Almost. Oh.
What? What?
Well, thank you, Carolyn. That's so sweet. Getting some super chat funds. I still don't know what to call that exactly. I
What?
don't know. We need to come up with some, arty love. That's what we're going to say. Thanks, Carolyn, for your arty love.
Yeah.
And then, Mo says she prefers the P-Mix version. Well, it has retarder in it. That does make it better.
Yeah.
It lasts longer. Or gives you time to think about things.
Yes. To mull it over and,
Quibble.
contemplate the universe and, do yoga or whatever.
Oh.
I think those are really...
Thank
I mean,
you.
can you see... We need a third one, and we'd have a triptych that we could hang on the wall.
Well, I think you need to put something dark on that one. Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
More or less. And now I just put all the butterflies back. Oh, but I can tell because they're green. That was the other... Oh, Mariah, you are so brilliant. Don't let it go to your head. Okay, you remember the other day when Brad rushed up the stairs and said, here, let me show you something. And he put the stuff down?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. And these are pieces of chipboard that are so thick that our...
Is that where my brilliance came in?
Guillotine. No, reminding me that I wanted to make this happen on here. Because that's what happened on here. It's what I want to make happen on here.
Okay, awesome. Do it. Hi, Maggie.
I mean, the background isn't quite as interesting as this, but, we'll just...
That's fine.
Muddle through and make do.
Can you do me one solid?
What?
And just humor me.
Okay.
Can you either use, like, the black flash or graphite, carbonite, whatever, the one that I call that.
You know what,
you use
Mariah?
some
I'm just
grays?
going to do that because you asked so nicely.
Thank you.
Here it is. And you can see down here it says it is completely opaque.
Now,
That's BS. It's not. And that BS is bull snot.
yeah. Sugar.
Sugar. That's what I'm saying. All right, now we've got to find our butterflies here. Because, see, this is the next part.
They have been marked with the patina.
All right, so we got to line the little boogers up. See here? How we're lining them up? Lining them up.
Yeah, and this was Brad's brilliant moment of like just...
Now, I don't know if this was under or over that one, but I'm not sure that it...
Yeah, I don't...
I'm not sure that's going to make a whole lot of difference with what we're doing here.
Today's been brought to you by Quibble.
Quibble. Yes. Let's not
The word of today is quibble.
quibble.
Let's not quibble about that.
Insanity.
Yeah, insanity and insanity.
Yes.
Wherever you lie, in between there.
Okay, now let me see. Who was that over there? Oh, that was kind of a
Jane
biggie.
June says, will you remind me what tar gel is for? Well...
I don't even know that I would use that stuff.
Every time we have used it,
We've been sad.
except for once, that one print that was like so shiny, because she does have a couple of mixes in here with the tar gel from the early mix guide. A lot of times in the mix guide, you really just ease off of the tar gel and go more for the medium. Sorry. But yeah, it makes things very sticky.
Very sticky, and it takes a long time to dry. So if you're willing to put up with that,
You're going to have some awesome shine.
Awesome shine.
Yeah.
And you're going to have lovely patina.
Aw.
Because somehow or other, it's almost like glass.
Yes. Hey, Carrie.
Read about it in Golden's thing. They talk about it.
Diane says some people suffer from insanity. She just rolls with it.
I think that that's a lovely way to.
Yeah.
All right, so now what I'm trying to do with my bifocals and my wonky eye, I'm trying to get my gel plate down there on top. We're off a little bit, but you know what? Once it's down there, don't be trying to scoot it about, because that's not going to work.
And it's okay, because this will add interest and leave some white areas.
I can kind of try to, and the other thing is you want to make sure that your bottom layer is dry enough that you're not
getting sticky.
Yeah, pulling off paint instead of putting it on. Now there we go. Look, ladies and gentlemen, what we have. We have a perfect alignment of butterflies here.
I got a moth that's hanging on over there.
Yeah, and I can't do that because I have to turn it over. All right, now y'all need to get back over here. I think I'm going to move the butterflies out of
the unchosen.
I just love this thing.
Well, I think this one's going to go quite nicely.
I think it is too, Mariah.
If you can get her done.
Get her done.
The way I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay, now this can be kind of tricky. You want to put this around, because those little feelers, they're very sensitive.
Oh, Julie says light blue and white would look nice over the subtle gold shimmer spray over. Oh, yeah, that would be really lovely. Sorry, Julie. And then she says, oh, far behind was I. Oh, yeah, you may want to scoot your bar up if you had some weird stuff happening. Make sure you're as live as you can be. I was trying to work out how to say that. Just make sure you're as live as you can be. I mean, we're all working for it. Gosh.
It's like...
Oh, my goodness. Whew. It's a struggle. We're making it through. All right.
Oh, no.
Just, yeah.
But I didn't brayer over it, so I think I can save it.
The butterflies are tricky. You need to roll easily. Now, I think you're starting to pick up paint over there. You just didn't get any in the one wing part.
I know.
That's okay.
It is okay, sort of.
I think.
That's what
Daily
happened
goals.
here.
Yes. Amsterdam graphite, I think, but it's in standard, not expert. Is that correct? Yes.
That is correct.
That is correct. Good call, Mo. And I love it. But I always refer to it, whenever you hear me say carbonite, that's the one.
Yeah, she's
I'll grab it. Hold on.
channeling Superman.
No. Oh, God.
Oh,
And then we have
that's
this
kryptonite.
We have this conversation every time. It's,
All right, I don't have to
Star
worry about
Wars.
that because that's where it's overlapping. That's where it's overlapping. No worries. Okay.
now that might have been backwards. I apologize for that.
Okay, I'm taking some of this lined paper. See it? The Juan. And you know, if you know the proper pronunciation, you are not going to hurt my feelings by telling me.
Yes. Just spell it out in the chat.
Spell it out.
Or if you're watching a replay, put it in the comments.
The reason I'm pushing down on these is because I want to get that imprint of that butterfly squished around in there.
Well, according to the square, it is opaque. But that isn't necessarily true. Carbonated it. See, I'm telling you, yeah.
Oh, see, get that off of there right away. Don't let that hang about. But I'll show you that more in a moment. I'm just trying to get these off the plate, so because this doesn't have any retarder.
And it is a metallic, so it will dry fairly quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to lollygag. Back butterflies back.
Okay, good, Julie. Oh yes, I know. She says she needs to slow down her spending, but she wants more Amsterdam paint. That's what, just ease into it.
I am telling you what.
Buy those little sets.
Or, you know, figure out which one you like and buy a great big one. Because this graphite, the reason I like it is not necessarily, I don't use it a lot just by itself, but I mix it in with a lot of other stuff.
It's a good mixer.
It's a good mixer
like
for
orange
just
juice.
that little bit of shimmer and shine, because you will see it does have a bit. And it's not overwhelming or, you know, in your face.
Oh, the little sets cost a lot there. See, and that's kind of a reasonable way to, oh, see.
Yeah.
Good call there, Mariah.
That's lovely, isn't it? I mean, you know, and we've got this, which is and can you see how the butterfly wings print out over the edge because I brayered over the edge?
All right, Anne says, so does everyone think that there's a big difference between the different levels of Amsterdam?
I
sort
don't.
of. But
I really don't. Other than opacity and transparency.
And the thing is that a lot of times P really likes the standard series better because they tend to be more transparent.
And I think it's just because of that whole thing. Now, see, this isn't a good example. This is the standard. This is expert. It's the same color. Oh, it isn't.
No, you've got one on the
I've
cart
got
there.
one.
That I was like, I think you're grabbing the wrong stuff.
I'm
there,
grabbing
lady.
the wrong stuff. Is this it? 589? No, 567. Well, where is it?
Well, was it one that fell off?
I don't know.
Oh, here, keep rolling. Keep coming around. There you go.
It's the one I just had.
Oh. Well, she does have it in both. And the standard is more transparent.
Yeah, and it's...
In the red, what is that, red violet?
It's red violet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to it.
And you had it in little tiny tubes. We have that in the giveaway.
We do. But anyway, that's one thing to consider. In fact, I don't even think that they had the transparent. The reason we went with the standard is the transparent wasn't available in red violet. In expert.
There was some reasoning because there was some stuff that was available and wasn't in one color. It was kind of interesting.
Okay, now look at this as a triptych.
And I could spray that to get you.
No, I like the gray in the middle because it's
Yeah.
a little gray here, a lot of gray here, and all gray here.
I do like that.
Or you could do it like this too.
I like that.
That's... Oh,
All right, I think like the two in the middle, like put the teal one or the, you know, patina one at the top. And
Oh,
so the
because
colorful
of the
one
weight.
in the middle. Or that, ooh, I really kind of like that. They can't see it all, but.
But look at the definition there. Isn't that lovely? I don't know what it gooped out there. Oh, that's because they were overlapping.
Oh, good. Golly, Miss Molly. Amsterdam 72 set is $260. Woo. But that's a lot of paint. 72.
Yeah.
We're just talking like get the little.
Get the basics.
Yeah.
Get the 5. Red, blue, yellow, black, and white.
Yeah, I think they have that. And then there might even be another one in that because I think it usually comes with 6. I feel like 6 is the right number.
I don't really know.
No.
I don't really know. Okay, now y'all, was that a good one? Did that help?
Oh, there you go. Anne says, Julie Parker, just save all your money, fly to the U.S., shop, and then there you go. Free lodging.
And we'll send some stuff back with you to your friends.
Yes.
We'll bring an extra suitcase.
I also think that is illegal. Something about smuggling.
That's not smuggling. That's illegal. That's contraband. We're not asking her to transport drugs, Mariah. We're just product.
I think it still counts.
I don't think
I don't think it matters whether the substance
if you've
is
already
illegal or not.
paid tax on it in the country of origin, I think it's fine. Now, if we have
That's
a
true, I
lawyer in
suppose.
the midst, could you please, get us note up on international?
Yeah. Whether we can send things home with Julie that she could then,
I think if
send
it's
out.
for personal use,
But what if
you can say it's for personal use, and then you're not like selling it to people. You're bartering with it, and I
Okay,
think
there you go.
that's legal. Bartering.
Aw, Mo's being sweet. She says P&M stencils give the kind of details other stencils do not produce. It also makes us a little crazy around here because, it's like what to leave in and what to take out. It gets a little like. That's the
And I will.
dragonflies are still in R&D. So
Yes, and I have put in some requests, and my designer
it says just
talks to me about why he can't do it,
Yeah.
and I don't think I've communicated to him what I'm talking about.
You have to show him with prints. You need to get some prints done. And
I
that
do.
will be more
Because
valuable.
all I want him to do is just give me a small body with the same pattern of the wings, the exact same pattern. If you just drew a little line around them and cut out a wing shape.
Oh, there you go. See, if you declare it at customs as art supplies, they none of it would be contraband. That's what Deb C says.
Thank you.
And then Carrie Griffith says, yes, he does that each time he visits the U.S. He has spare space in his luggage. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I would definitely do that. If I were going, like there are things that you can get in the UK that we can't get here. And I would definitely leave space in my, yeah. Okay, how about if we plan a composition?
Ooh, I think that sounds
Does
fun.
that sound fun?
That's some good Thursday thought kind of business.
Yeah, we can talk about all the stuff that we've talked about and put it into practice.
Yes.
Yes, indeedy. Mariah, do we need to show them do we talk about t-shirts or is that verboten?
I don't care. We pulled it. There's going to be short coming up.
We pulled it, and I do have something that I want to do that's going to a very special person who it's a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need to do that stuff for sure.
But I need my 9 by 12 plate.
She's putting her big girl pants on. Her
Woohoo! Oh no, my paper's too small.
I think it'll be. You're fine.
I'll just grab one of my big old sheets up here at the top. That's what Fran does.
I like that idea, Anne.
What?
They made pseudo. They sort of pseudo made it into pretend clothes. She sent fabric with a friend, and so instead of in bolts of like fabric.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, see, there's just all kinds of.
Oh.
What?
P&M, what is it that we need from the UK? He's going to be in Chicago for the 4th of July weekend.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, you know what we need is Carnival paper.
We do.
I need to talk to you. And then I got some other people I need to talk to about all that too. So,
Yeah.
we'll talk behind the
Because
scenes.
it's very pricey here, and I'm liking it really a lot.
She is.
Okay, now, here we go. And I really wished I had, and I could send Mariah over there, but she's a terrible paper tearer.
I love Lizzie.
She's horrible at tearing paper.
I'm wonderful at tearing paper. Oh, with a ruler or any kind of guide thing? No, I cannot. The universe is against me. She laughs every time I'm over at the, big roll paper thing and it has the little guard deal that you're supposed to pull across. I can't do it.
She can't. Bless her heart. I love her, but she tries to be nice about it, and I'm losing. Oh,
Yeah, you are.
There we go.
What you trying to do there, lady?
Well, I'm trying to get my paper down here, and now my chair's rolling over my damn paper.
Oh, now I am wishing this was an unlisted.
What did you watch today? Well, I watched this lady
Fumble about
wrestle
with
with
her
freezer paper. It was absolutely riveting. I'm going to have to watch that 3 or 4 more times. It's so good.
I'll make this one this will be the highlight.
All right, well, I'm going to go against the grain because at least then it's rolling. See, this is where I need that.
What?
Mm. Oh, look at my lipstick.
Kind of watching one of those cat videos.
Puka balls. Is that what you're saying?
No,
That's
just you
so
know
rude.
when you give them a paper bag.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, well, Sharon, you arrived at a really good time. Hello. He's fighting with the paper.
I stuck the whole roll in my mouth.
She blotted her lipstick.
Blotted my lipstick.
Oh, God.
All right, now, I hope that was worth it.
Hello, Jeanette.
But yes, it was, because now I have a perfectly wonderful white paper background. Oh, I better move this stuff out of the way because I'll be brayering off on that. And
but keep the stuff that you wanted, because that's the stuff you wanted to work with.
Oh, it is. I'll put it crossways over here, Mariah.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on you.
Because I've got all my other stuff there. All right, look at this. Oh, my goodness. This is just absolutely...
I was saying, yeah, I don't know. I think the dragonflies are going to be earliest next week. Because P's got to do some things with them. And then I think there are going to be some adjustments. But we got to get some paint on them to figure it out.
Yeah, I did a couple of rounds. And then some more adjustments were made, but I haven't done anything to the present.
Yes.
The present, what do you say? Generation of butterflies.
Yeah,
generation, whatever.
These are these are really kind of Gen 1 with body. Gen 2 wing.
Yes. Okay. Now I should, you never know how.
Yeah,
to do
I
this.
know. Yes.
All right. Now I've already talked about all this business with the paint, so I can put that up. I want to talk about the brayer. And I made a little place for these, and then I was moving these around trying to find old Red Violet there. And she was hiding. She's still hiding.
Well, yeah, their other one is... I got carbonite over here if you want, or graphite.
That's all right. I'm just throwing these on there, and they're probably going to all fall off and make a hellacious noise here in a minute. But look at this.
Ooh, that's a new skin.
Well, and what I wanted to show you is it didn't all come off.
Whoa.
But no worries. You know, if you are anally retentive and you enjoy this sort of thing, you can pick this all off. But I'm going to take this in, and I am going to give it a Mrs. Murphy bath.
Just, Murphy's oil. We don't know if it's a Mrs. or Mr.
Yeah, whatever. Because
Perfect.
I'm not going to do that. I do, and I love both sides of this.
Yeah.
I think it's just absolutely wonderful. But here it is. Don't use metallics as your first brayer.
Fiona says if it was black and white, it would have been a Buster Keaton film. Maybe I will make that Brad, that might be the highlight.
Well, just make sure I look cute.
Wrestling with your paper, bending over, fighting with it. Yeah, we'll do our best. We'll put some sparkles on it or something.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's where Izzy does her little thing where little things float up in the air. And
we'll put a filter on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, so I have this envelope that Mariah handed me earlier today. And I did spend a bit of time deciding what I wanted as far as the stencil was concerned. And look at this, ladies and gents.
Ooh, fits right on there. Yes, Carolyn, earlier on we were talking about the Carnival wet strength paper that we're hoping to get from the UK.
Yeah. Because it's really very reasonable there.
Yes, much more reasonable there.
We can trade some stuff. Trade, barter. swap. All right, Mariah, now what do you think about a color? I know we talked about it a little bit, and I'm leaning towards this kind of rose with maybe some streaks of...
Diane, any thoughts on that? Because Diane would... Oh, see, there you go. I knew Diane would know.
What?
Because they can't get Murphy's oil in Australia. She says, what should Julie use instead of the Murphy's? And then Diane's mineral oil. So yeah, that makes sense. Just soak it in the oil. Yeah, in the oil.
Well, you can't. Before I found out about
Axe body spray or body wash.
Yeah.
There was a big discussion about
I'm really serious.
It is. It's
we'll eat that stuff right off of there. I've cleaned brushes that were like stiff as a board, and left them overnight.
My only concern about that is that it is more of an astringent. Like it'll dry out.
Oh, I always recondition them with my soap.
Okay. There you go.
Just the regular soap.
Mineral oil and dish soap.
Yeah, now I don't know if you want to mineral your brayer.
Probably not a terrible idea.
Well, I would go ahead and buff off the excess.
Yeah.
But yeah, to keep it, I don't really know what the answer to that is. I don't. If I knew, I would give it to you.
This is all speculation. Don't hold us accountable.
Don't hold me. Yeah. All right. I'm looking at this and I want some contrast here. Because I'm going to overlay it with the C.
Ooh. I like this idea.
And then maybe even have this running along either here or on the back. Just for chuckles and grins. That's my feeling. So, I want to consider the color of my...
I don't know about that, Lizzie. Chat. Let us know.
What is it?
She said, would glycerin added help? Maybe glycerin. Okay.
Well, I use Dawn soap too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It removed. That's how I cleaned up my stencils when they got so thick that I couldn't stencil through them anymore. I soaked them in Dawn overnight.
And then that's when you got that.
That's
lift.
when I got that slippery. Yeah, and I don't get that with Mrs. Murphy. She's a lot nicer.
Murphy. It's not Mrs.
Yeah, whatever. Okie dokie. Let's go with some transparent brown oxide.
They don't have Dawn soap in Australia. Well, I'm sure it's some kind of...
Well, what do you clean up your birds that get oil on them?
Maybe they don't have that problem. It was sad.
Or your sea lions, or...
Oh.
Well, I guess it's kind of hard to clean fish with soap. I don't know.
Pieces, Mrs.
Whatever
Murphy said Mr. Clean will have a lady friend. I love you, Darcy.
Right.
That's some good stuff right there.
Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I'll just tell you what. I was really worried about this great big board and all this brayering. I should be using Big Mama up there, but I'm already started here.
One of the big ad campaigns for Dawn soap has always been that they help with the cleanup of oil spills. Because the Dawn soap gets the oil off of the animals. That's what she was referring to.
That's what I was referring to.
Because Julie's like birds.
And
see, they may not even know. They may not know that reference. Because if they don't have Dawn soap there.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is that I've learned later is most of those birds that they clean up like that don't survive anyway.
No.
But, it's making some person feel a lot better about life in general. I don't know.
Oh, did you notice what she's using? Here, we're going to skip that sad subject.
Yes. Moving right along.
To our very eco-friendly mailers.
Yeah, it even says so down there. See all that stuff? Now, if it, gets caught in a deluge, it'll probably dissolve.
Yeah.
We'll hold it together with paint.
I don't know if it is still eco-friendly if you add layers of acrylic paint to it.
Toxic
We're
paint.
never winning.
Never. No, maybe. I see it.
That, though.
I know, and what's really...
Can you roll that off onto something?
What? This?
Your stencil.
Well, I could if I had, you know, like some place to roll something off.
I know. That's more space. Flat space. That is true. Yes, Dawn soap does cut grease unlike any other soap. That is very true. Because we've tried all sorts of things, and sometimes Dawn's the only thing that gets her done.
I'll go ahead and send this piece in with the rest of the mail.
Oh, okay. That way,
It's got a few wrinkles in it.
That way, if it did get caught up in a deluge, then
You've at least got some
maybe.
wet strength tissue paper to tide you over until. Oh, and good. It printed the edge of the stencil here that is sitting up here.
There the other day, Julie didn't get much till I added. Oh, okay. Mo's got some information. I don't really understand the things that she's saying, but I think those of you that are not in the U.S. do. So that's good. She says, I soaked it in Fairy the other day, Julie, and didn't do much till I added bicarb. It's kind of soap mixing, right?
Oh, bicarbonate of soda. Yeah, I use that all the time in the wash.
There you go. So that kind of upped it and broke loose whatever it was. Yeah. Diane says apparently we don't like our dishes as clean as Americans do. It's probably because you're not eating all the crap that we eat.
Or it's greasy.
Yeah.
It's a grease release.
There wasn't a need for it. It's more about us being terrible eaters.
Okay, now.
Oh, goodness.
Next layer. Oh, I'm just really leaning towards...
Oh, yes, baking soda is bicarb. Okay, thank you. Oh, Fairy equals Dawn. Bicarbonate of soda. Thank you. No. See, she knew.
I did. Well, that's because that's what we used when we, in dyeing.
Oh, Carrie
Close.
doesn't own a dishwasher. Some people don't. This house.
I'm mad at ours about 50%
it
of the
really
time.
is pretty worthless.
You have to wash the dishes
It's more
before
for
you put them in.
storing. It's more for storage.
And we say, you know, we're sanitizing because we're...
Right.
But I don't even think the water gets hot enough to do that. Piece of crap.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going with this. Does anyone have any objections?
No.
I don't know. Come on, help me out here. Fran, Mo, Violet, some of you color preference people.
Color preference people. Oh, goodness. Oh,
Is anybody
right.
saying anything?
Not yet. But you got to give them a second to...
Well, my paint's drying.
Oh, Mo doesn't have a dishwasher or a microwave.
Well, we try not to use a microwave.
Yeah, we really do. We try not to.
We
but
warm stuff up on the stove all the time because...
Diane says she's married to her dishwasher. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Mo just has a request of not pink. There you go. Turquoise. Go for it, P.
Okay, baby blue.
He's a bit dodgy at times, but hey, if I say, you know, this is the thing. If you're doing it, you can't, if the person that gets it done, you can't be too mad at, because at least they attempted.
We have to go on searching for dishes after Van empties the dishwasher, but we try not to say anything ugly because he did it.
Exactly.
Okay, so what are we thinking about this? Anthraquinone
Yes.
blue.
I like that. I vote that.
You vote this?
Yes, or the turquoise.
All right. Well, I think I added some more.
Or you could, hey, can you put a little bit of that and then the patina color? Can you do a little ombre?
Oh, we mean this?
Uh-huh.
The green and the blue?
Heck yeah.
Hey,
I wasn't wrong about the graphite.
she wasn't. Okay, now I don't really know how much I'm supposed to be using here on this great big old plate, but you know me, I'm leaning towards excessive.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good leaning.
And I watched Jennifer
Tobin.
yesterday. Yesterday? Day before. I don't know.
I don't know. It all runs together.
And she was putting her paint on there in specific patterns and whatnot, and and brayering in specific patterns and
You just
everything.
make me nervous with that knife, ready for you to stab the thing.
And, you know, kind of leaving it gushy-gushy like Mariah's always screaming at me about, don't brayer it anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens here, Diane. Marcia says, who needs a microwave if you have an air fryer?
Oh, you know, I've seen those and I really
I know, it's kind of one of those things, is it?
like the idea.
Marcia likes hers, it seems.
I really do.
Yeah.
All right, now here's the thing, ladies and gents. We'll put that down there.
Yeah. Get your C. Where's the C?
Here's what we have.
Ooh, I love it. Well, you got kind of a blob over there, but that's okay. We're not dwelling on that.
Well, you know what I'm going to do, because I'm going to do this end. So I'll put the good end where the C is.
All right.
And we're going to take the rest of this stuff up anyway.
Perfect.
You know, we should just go ahead and get some other stuff going on here, because it doesn't matter anyway.
Where's your, use the little, that one. That one. Yep. I think that's going to be lovely.
Or I could just go ahead and put...
Where's Fran and Violet today? This is a 9x12. And it's a Jelly Arts one, because we couldn't find a gel press one. So it doesn't smell as lovely.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We're sad
But
about
I
that.
think it works just fine. And I should have turned that over, but I was afraid it'd stick to the plate.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what I really should have done, because it would have really absorbed it, is use some of that Juan. Juan.
There you go. that has retarder in it, right? Because that's your mix.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it does. I'm hoping it does.
Ooh.
Well, we got some really pretty
Yeah, and you even got a little bit of your earlier paint.
tissue paper there. All right, now we're going to go for... Oh, Mariah, can you hand... Never mind, I think I can reach it.
Oh, goodness. That's a good
Reach
bum shot there. Thanks.
Was it a good bum shot?
Give some love. Upsy upsies.
Upsy upsies on the bum shot? Hey, y'all.
Oh, Lizzie got a 12x14. That's a huge plate.
I know. I watched those, and this is, you can see this is about as big as I need, because I'm fighting here with my
she's running out of space.
brayer and...
We need a new studio. New setup. Yeah, it was kind of weird that, like, I mean, I'm quite sure that Gel Press does have the 9x12.
Oh man, look at that. How beautiful is that? Okay, I do not, seriously, no. I'm putting it on the floor on top of the paper that I wrestled with earlier.
Okay.
Remember, we want to get rid of this. We don't want this over here.
Yeah, and see, P had a 12x12. That was the one that she cut up. And then she likes this because it does give you a little bit more, a little extra space to it.
Wouldn't that be a good crisp image there?
I think it's going to be good. That's pretty.
Look at that right there. I don't like that. I just poked a hole in my paper. Oh well.
That was probably going to be collaged with her.
Something anyway.
Something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so Debbie Bouillard, she needs a big brayer. Anyone have any brand recommendations? And Debbie, are you Canada or are you Australia? I think she's Australia. So that would be our Diane Schuen. Ah. It's pronounced Schuen. Schwen. There we go. Australia. Alright, yeah. So Diane would be able to probably give you a recommendation, or Julie, on the brayer. I'm very excited about this. Don't mess it up.
Hope you're going to continue to be excited about it when you see it. Woohoo!
I love it. And I even love that it has a little frame around it and everything.
Seriously, now, I'd love to print the other side, but I gotta wait for this side to dry.
That's very nice. Very nice. I might have to put the label on.
Well, you're gonna have to make it over here.
Okay.
Because
Bye, Carrie.
whoever the recipient may
Yes,
want
see you
to
Sunday.
use this for arty purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Well, if you can get most brayer brands, I mean, we like the Speedball one for sure. I mean, that's what most of your brayers are, right?
Right. Oh, we don't want to use that one. See, that's when I need that other brayer. And
Nice.
I don't know if it's going to work.
No, it sounded like something was happening.
Well, it's just stuck.
Sticky. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at that.
And we have lots of... What?
Princess, her daughter-in-law is Chinese. She has all the info. She rolls her eyes.
Poor stupid Americans.
Yeah. Well, no, this is Diane, Australian.
Oh, Australian? Oh.
Yes. Now, is she?
Oh, I'm watching this. The latest. It's called The Circuit. And it's about the judicial systems. And they move, because they're out in the outback, out, 115 miles from, civilization kind of things. Mm-hmm. They go in and have court. And he's a lawyer. He's really cute, too. But I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if it's true, but it seems to me that,
Oh, like there's some basis on true.
Oh, yeah, the disclaimer at the beginning is that this may actually be whatever somebody that's dead or deceased. It may actually have happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know, not ever having been there, I don't know how factual it is, but it does seem to have a lot of authenticity as far as there are definitely, these are indigenous peoples because they are, you can tell their features. They're,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dark. They have curly hair and
Diane says the outback is 1,000 kilometers. KM, right? Kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From civilization.
Yeah. Well, these people, I don't think they're quite that far. But anyway, they are a long ways from...
It's the beginning of the outback.
They don't even have police there. The police come in from somewhere else.
Oh.
Okay, what do you think? Is it finished?
Yes, because I'm going to put a label on it, so...
You're going to put a label on it.
Let's not, make it a masterpiece that I'm like, okay, well...
Wow.
That's one of my mailers. There you go.
Okay, well, I'm happy.
I gave you some others if you do want to play around with them.
Well, I don't
You wanted
know.
to talk about, you bring back the yellow one because you wanted to do a bit of composition. That, like...
Yeah, the yellow one. Oh, here we go. Well, we're going 8 by 10 anyway.
Did you guys notice Pea's shirt? She did her shirt when it was dirty.
Yeah,
It washed just fine.
it did. And I still have to work on some spots down here at the bottom.
And some of that's just paint.
Paint.
Pre-paint.
Yeah. Pre-paint. In fact, I don't know what happened to it now. I had the brayer off, or the rub off from this on a piece of paper.
Oh.
But then we put it on. We need to show them the shirt that we made for...
Yeah.
That was the ghost print after we printed...
And this one was left on overnight.
Yeah. And it was pulled with a It was a dry pull.
Here, I'm gonna fold it up so that
Yeah,
way
I don't want to. I'm a little concerned about all
Yeah. what paint is hanging about and around here.
Yeah, my brayer has plenty on it. That's really.
How's your hand?
Well, it's dry. I have paint on them, but it's dry.
Here, look at that. Nicely.
Yes.
And she pulled it with blue.
Yeah, with my new blue.
New blue.
New blue.
Who knew?
But it's so cool because you can see the little slap down marks. Because I mean, really, we did. Just.
I have not put any of the shirts in the dryer.
We just hung
dry.
them up.
Yeah.
And I think that probably, because if they get too hot,
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
because it's plastic.
That's one of the reasons I don't ever, I don't think any of us have had a painted on shirt in a very long time.
It's because they're problematic. I'm handing this.
Well, I always even got nervous about it.
Yeah.
Brad used to kind of wear graphic tees, as they would call them.
Yeah, but most of his have worn off.
Yeah,
enough
they're
that-
very distressed.
distressed.
It's been a
Yeah.
long time. Hello, Christine. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Christine. Okay, we've got some mucky muck on here, but I don't think it's going to be like a big deal
No.
breaker. Because we're going to put some more on.
I think it's kind of nice.
I think it's kind of nice, too. All right, well, we have the flower background. How about if we design something using the butterflies?
Perhaps. No, you got circles going on there. That's what that is. I can see
I
it.
know, but I'm not feeling that.
Okay.
Other than it's just, incidental there. It's, the wind blowing through the flowers.
Yeah.
But I really do want to get some butterflies on here, so we need to talk about color choices.
Butterflies for days.
Butterflies. I like me some butterflies. Okay, I gotta get all this stuff out of the way because then,
Do you need me to come get it?
well, I can hand it across, but you want to be careful because this is still pretty wet.
Sorry, I bumped you.
This one, on the other hand, is very dry. And this paper, this has two sides to it also. And if you're wanting to get a lot of stuff off the plate, I would say use the really soft side. But if you're wanting to get a good print, use the smoother side. Thanks, Mariah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and we got some good, nice, look at this brown.
Yeah.
I mean, I see printing on top of this with some other stuff, and that would be some awesome stuff. Okay. Now we have our smaller butterflies here, but I think we can actually use one of our larger ones since we have a little bit larger. I don't think I'm going to use the largest one, but this size I'm thinking.
You must have ordered that rice paper because it's not in my...
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
I'm sure I told you about it.
Maybe. I really don't think that you did.
Okay, so we're going to consider this is the bottom of the page. We're in portrait position. We've got some areas up here, and I don't want to have them, like they're going to charge into each other.
No charging.
No charging into each other.
So it was, you want half raw?
Yes, or half ripe, raw.
It says half raw ripe.
R-I-P-E.
100 sheets. And it's 13 by 13-ish. It's really not 12 by 12, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Here, I found the link to it. I figured this was the one that you went for because it looks like it's on sale.
Hey, I really like it. And, if you use it in the right place, in the right spot, you're going to like it. Look at that butterfly. Isn't that beautiful color?
Mm-hmm. They're looking lovely. This is when it gets really hard because it's like... Hello, Dawn. Okay, this is the Juan. Oh, here, let me just copy the information. Woo! I'm not going to put the full thing there, but...
All right.
Schwinn.
Now we've got our butterflies in place. Let's talk about what kind of color we need to use here. I really think I want to use something fairly transparent, because remember the color that's going to show through here where the butterflies are is the yellow.
All right, and you're going to clear off most of it, right?
Yes.
You're going to do this technique again, just to kind of...
Yes, the same technique that we just did.
And you talked through your placement of your butterflies and why you have done that.
Okay, well, yeah, because I said this is the bottom of the page, so the bigger butterflies are at the bottom. Number one, because if you were looking at this out in nature and you were holding it up like this, the butterflies that are closest to you are going to be bigger.
Yeah.
The ones at the top of the picture plane are going to be
And
farther away. And we've reinforced that by slightly overlapping. And I avoid overlapping as much as possible, especially on the little ones, because you know what happens when I overlap.
Yeah,
They roll around the brayer, and I
yeah,
have
the bigger
to
ones
stay.
do better.
The better, they just do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense because they have, you know.
Okay, so I
More
kind of want to stay with this sort of rustification going on here.
Yes. Or
Right?
you could do the blue. I think you either need to go red or blue.
What about this?
Yes. I don't know that you're going to... It's not going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's not. What about this?
Yes.
And we figured out that this really does have some...
And it'll make more sense if that other stuff comes off onto the plate a bit too.
It will, because it's going to
It won't
kind
be
of...
weird.
Yeah.
Like-
It's going to kind of... yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Words and stuff.
Words and stuff, you know. That kind of stuff. Stuff.
Stuff. Yummer. Yummer. Art. You guys
And look, we know what color it is because I put it on the lid.
Why don't you set it in front of you? Like where the yellow is. No, but yeah. Because see, when you put things over there, that's actually where your head is.
Really?
Yes, really. I can move you if you want. But you liked being up there, but now you keep putting things over there.
But I don't know that because I don't see any of
Yeah.
that.
Now, as she's brayering around here with these little lovely butterflies, she's becoming a bit more sensitive about the brayering and not just going in full bore, which is great.
And I'm also trying to preserve their little feelers.
Yes.
Not
And
their
their
feelings. Just their feelers. I don't give a rat's ass about their feelings. They're butterflies. Ah,
Sugars.
Okay, well that's
Just gonna have to be. Or, no, you got...
I'm going to do it
Oh.
because I've got to.
Okay. This one's gonna be movement. Look at her, poor lady. Alright.
Making
There's
up
gonna be a
for
little
my-
shift, but that's okay.
See, I grabbed around its feelers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I think just let it be. You're tempting fate.
we like to live dangerously.
Okay. Woo. Hey, Kylie. Hello. She says just popping in to say a quick hello. No worries.
Clean up your hands before you go
Yes,
and grab
feelers,
your
nothing.
paper. Just saying.
I like
Okay,
stuff.
where's my Juan?
What? Schwinn.
Schwen.
Schwen,
Schwen.
I think. Yes.
My Schwen.
I did find. I did put the link in the chat.
Okay, and I'm going with the roughy side out.
Roughy side out or roughy side down or
roughy side down.
there we go.
Because
That
I
makes more
want to
sense.
absorb as much as possible.
Oh goodness.
What are you chuckling about?
Oh, it's just us and it's funny stuff. Hey, Judy. 333. Oh, you kind of popped in. There you go. Okay, now I see. Yep.
Okay, I'm going pouncing with my fingers. I'm kneading my...
Like a kitty making biscuits. Is that what they say? I'm a kitty making
Because
biscuits.
I want to get as much of that off as I possibly can, but I also want to leave areas around it because I want to make a...
We do the song lyrics thing sometimes.
Pardon?
Lizzie says, "Are y'all riffing on song lyrics all the time?" I'm new.
Oh, look at that. Pulled off some paper on the butterflies.
Because they're dry. Oh. See, this is the tricky business about the rice paper. And it took a butterfly.
That's okay.
You got a butterfly on the paper. You want me to come over there and clear that?
I got it.
Okay. But you got beautiful things happening there. Now, you didn't do your placement on the... You kind of did it your backwards way, just FYI. Sugars, yeah. So they're not going to end up exactly where you think they are. You didn't use the Brad technique.
There we go. That makes me happy.
There you go. I love it. Hey, Lisa. It just looks like fresh blueberries. Do we have 3 Lisas? We have 3 Lisas here. I don't know if Lisa Jaminson's still here or not, but it's the day of Lisas. Shoe Wen.
Shoe
Diane's still
Wen.
trying to help us out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
Shoe Wen.
Goodness.
I need to write it. Visual.
That's right, Mo.
Shoe Wen. Well,
I like it. Ah, good. Lisa Jaminson's still here.
I needed a butterfly down here.
Well, you can always put one in.
I can always put one in.
You can't take them out. Well, you can, but that gets trickier.
Yeah, it does. I have.
Hey, Chris.
I have done some wiping away. Okay, I'll tell you what. I just, you know, if I just cut this in like there, I like it. Then I could do something different to the bottom. Excuse me.
Yeah, because you got kind of an open...
Yeah, I don't know that I hate it, but I just feel like it's not balanced.
Mm-mm.
I'm not feeling the balance, but I'm loving this butterfly, and this one, this one. That's when you do watercolors, you're always going, oh, I really like this area right over here, but the rest of it's crap.
This area is wonderful.
Oh, I love this one over here. But I hate the rest of it.
I'm cropping this.
I'll crop it. You come up with a little bit.
See,
you know,
I loved this much. It started out like this. But now I
know,
love this.
20 by 36 sheet of watercolor paper and you have a
2 by 2.
postage stamp size piece that you actually
Oh, that's funny.
like. All right, well, we need to do something with this because I think this is perfectly marvelous. And I think we're just going to go ahead and pull it with some of my Lucas Krill.
Is that the right stuff?
Now, you know, I saw, again, Jennifer Tobin, thank you, used some squirty Lucas Krill paints.
You guys know about the squirty ones?
You know about the squirty ones?
And Macy.
Excuse me. And what I noticed was they were very,
Was it like fluid?
they were fluid, but she had some pretty good, I don't know where she's from. I don't know what her temperature and humidity situation is. But she seemed to have quite a bit of working time. And she didn't mention using retarder. So I'm assuming that there was no retarder used. And she did a really cool demo with doing different things to the plate with placement of the paint, but also placement of the brayer and doing lines and
We haven't seen those.
What is it?
So Chris, Headless, she just posted some stuff in Makers, some paint peels.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, we all get very excited about that. We do. P just peeled her brayer and got some good stuff.
Yeah, I want to show you something else I just added to it. This is my little baggie with things that
Her palette peels.
palette peels. My palette
Scales.
knife peels.
They're kind of scaly looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good ones in there. They kind of look like fingernails.
You're weird. I love your weirdness, but she's in Arizona.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's mighty dry.
That's mighty dry.
Maybe she has a humidifier. I think
That
I would
could-
definitely need one.
That could definitely.
Thank you, Sharon. Yes. Should I do a little spiel? For those of you that have just popped in or checking in or, you know, you've been hanging out for a while, please do give this video a thumbsy upsies. If you're watching the replay, please do the same. Be sure to leave a comment below. And if you are definitely new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell. You'll be notified whenever we do things. Hopefully, if YouTube does that for us. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, and share with your already friends.
Yes. Remember, we've got a giveaway coming up, and we've just decided that we're going to possibly. Have y'all seen the Barons?
Oh, look at her. You can't just talk about things like that. We need to get with Susan and the guy. We're thinking about getting one of those for the giveaway because they're beautiful. If you don't know what we're talking about, then you need to be part of Makers. Because Susan posted her new Baron that she got from this gentleman off of Etsy. I can't remember his name. Susan, if you're still here, if you'll pop that information in, or just his name and stuff, because you can't pop links in. But it's also over there in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. That's our group. Please answer the questions if you want to get accepted.
Yeah, we have over 400 members. You can chat amongst yourselves. There's a large contingent. Surely there'll be somebody in there that you like to talk to.
Find some friends. You may even know somebody already in there. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
There we go.
Okay, I'm going to let this ripen.
He's the worst.
What?
Sharon's like, yeah, great spoil M, but yeah, she's the spoiler alert over there. I couldn't just leave you guys hanging.
Okay, so here what time is it?
Oh, let's see. Hello, have at it. If you would like me to remember your name, please let us know in the chat. If not, I'll just call you have at it. Hi, everyone in the chat. I'm new here, but was wondering, what do you do to condition the plate? Man, that's one of our favorite questions.
I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, look at that. She's getting fired up. Yeah, you got, like, 20 minutes.
And there isn't any way to get this paper off. You know, you can sit here all day and yammer at me about lovely.
Joe. All right, I'm writing that down because I may not. I got my sticky notes. So I like it on the pink ones. They fit better on my screen. It's real high tech around here.
Absolutely. I've got my list of paints over here, and I haven't thought of anything.
You have?
Not since we started today.
Oh, new paints. Well, that's good.
Now, that young Fran, where is she today?
I don't know. And Violet. Where
And
are
Violet. I'm a little worried. Is there
I want to talk to y'all.
a family emergency?
I don't know.
Y'all?
Maybe they were just tired.
It could be. No, though, I'll tell you what, there was a bunch of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to do the mineral oil. That's what we're going to use. Or baby oil. Exactly. P's got the food grade. You can get the cheap stuff. No worries. But we like food grade stuff.
Well, and I like this because it smells like lemons.
Yeah.
Not a baby's ass. You know, it just doesn't bring back a whole lot of fond memories, you know, bowel movements and that sort of thing.
The smell association doesn't.
Yeah. This is my new paper that you know, I mean, I should just know that there's just not. It just isn't.
Showed up at a really good time, Joe. Plate cleaning.
Yeah, woo.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, I'm almost there where I can bring in the oil.
Oh, Sharon says, yeah, Violet went to work with her husband. She doesn't know about Fran. There we go. Getting note up. Did you get them helped out with the
Technical?
StreamYard tech question things? Sharon? Yes. Leave it. You can leave it on overnight. P usually... Do you...
I usually do.
Both sides kind of business?
And then I just take, oh my gosh, Mariah, I'm down to my last,
Wipe?
well, not the very last, but getting there. Baby wipe, and then just clean up the rest of it with this. Then give it another good oiling down.
Leslie? Yeah, we were wondering about you. She finally got her chat back. There have been weird things happening with the YouTube and
Well, I told you I lost the chat. It just completely went away, and I had to go, and then pretty soon it just hopped back on.
They're doing things. Not letting people know.
Well, they need to do it in the nighttime, like Brad does.
I know, but what nighttime? Who's nighttime? How do they know?
Yeah.
So I think they just kind of do it whenever they want to do it, because it's like...
Well, they've got all those statistics on who's watching when and where. I would think that they could come up
kind
with
of roll out by zone.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I don't know. I'm not in charge of this.
Well, I'm not in charge of that either, and I have to figure out what's on my plate so I can washing windows.
Oh, Julie said she did her old plate the other day, and it soaked it all up to bone dry. So she put more on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will absolutely be amazed at the print you're able to pull once you do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Leslie, I don't think it was you. I think it's YouTube. Bye, Kylie.
Hi, Kylie.
Oh, yes, it's nighttime. Night-night. It's afternoon. It's late afternoon here.
Okay, you just clean it up till you're satisfied that, you know, you've got enough off there that...
Judy says they zone it. They just don't zone it well. Yes, agreed.
And if I were storing this, I would go ahead and make sure that I had both sides really... Then I put it on copy paper, piece on the bottom, piece on the top. So I put mine in tins. And the reason I do that is because that tin can start pulling off parts. If you didn't have your plate completely clean, it pulls off onto the tin part, and then the next time you put it in there, it's that stuff is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is not good, because it will make an indentation on your plate.
Especially if you store it for a long time, it really, yeah, that's...
And my plates that I store for a long time and I don't use very often, I will go ahead and condition them.
Oh, here Anne has a good... Oh, hello, Mouse. And that was brilliant. She said she watched it at 1.75 speed so she could pretty much catch up, and then she just finally decided to go real time. I'm glad you're here. Anne says, mineral oil hint. I tend towards being klutzy and had trouble with the mineral oil going everywhere. So yesterday she filled up an inexpensive plastic soap dispenser with mineral oil. Woohoo, no mess. That's brilliant. I think the other thing that would be kind of work really well are like
this lid on this, remember, it actually came off.
Yeah, or the condiment kind of, you know, like the ketchup and mustard thing.
Absolutely.
That would probably work pretty decent. Yeah, certain things like that would probably be.
Yeah, for sure. Now, we've had this for what?
Yeah, and see, this is the kind that you put on your cutting boards. It's meant for cutting boards because we wanted something that was food grade.
I just wanted something that didn't have other things in it.
Because she's it'll fire her hands up.
It will fire me up, and you've seen what my hands look like sometimes. I'm trying to avoid that. And this is all natural. And it's enriched with orange and lemon extracts.
There you go.
So, I mean, that's all that's in it. It's the mineral oil and orange and...
A lot of people do, Joe, keep it in the packaging that it came in. I mean, you can. They tend to... The clamshells don't always hold up well. In fact, P's cracked the other day, and she's like, well, geez, I really need to figure out something.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure, because it doesn't fit into the tin.
Yeah, she doesn't have any
None
tins.
of the tins are big enough. I don't think they make them that size.
No.
That I'm aware of.
We need a studio rehaul, but every time I start to think about it, it gets me a little, like, overwhelmed. And then I could do it, but then I have to also emotionally carry this one across the table here. It's an emotional thing.
Yes, because she keeps talking about throwing things away.
She doesn't like to do that.
I don't. Okay, now what?
I don't know, you got 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Have any closing thoughts or extra thoughts?
Oh, I think I've talked about everything on my list.
Yes, I think so. I actually ordered her some plastic. And who else was it that talked about, the clipboards? Somebody used the clipboard thing. Now, I don't think that would probably work for the 12 by 12. I can't remember who it was. But I got you some of those plastic paper container.
The problem is they were thicker than they needed to be, and they just took up.
She's got kind of limited space over here.
Well, they wouldn't fit. We were going to have to reconfigure my shelves.
In case you lick your stencils and pulls, no, Diane. But, because, I mean, if you're touching it, you're absorbing it. So, that's why we went with the food grade. Plus, that way she didn't have to worry about, like, putting on gloves and... Because her eczema will get flared up and,
Yeah, I don't do... I had to stop. I don't... When I do dishes, I make sure that I'm not in... Because we use Dawn all the time. In that water very long, because...
She unloads the dishwasher.
And I can unload it, no problem. But to get down into the soapy water for long periods of time, I can't do that.
Judy has hers on glass. She has a tempered glass plate for every one of her plates, and then she buys them at a retail products outlet for a great price. There you go.
Yeah.
You could most of the time they're just out on the acrylic plates.
Yeah.
From the hardware store.
And I use them, and like I noticed this one it's getting kind of dry feeling.
Yeah.
Because it's been sitting there and I haven't been using it. That's where here's the...
Oh, yes, there, and it's also
butterfly wings.
So, from, like, the
dragonfly.
From the pharmacy area, you can get plain mineral oil sold as a laxative. So,
Yeah.
Dual
Two
purpose.
for the price of one. Get a little plugged up, you can just clean her out.
Don't lick your fingers. No, don't eat the paint. It's a real PSA there.
Okay, I don't know what to do next.
Lois used a closed clip board that isn't big enough for a 12 by 12. Iris box sounds good. Ah, okay. Here we go. Oh, yes, and Joe, where are you? Because it does depend. How often should you condition the plate?
You after a while you'll feel it, and you will say, and you will know how it's performing when you're not getting clean pulls. Now, some people don't mind that, and sometimes I don't. Here, you can see all kinds of icky stuff on this print. But if I'm pulling something and I want a good, solid, recognizable print, then I make sure I'm working on a gel plate.
Oh, Sharon's with you on that, and her hands are bad at the moment. This time of year, mine have even, and I don't have it like she does by any means. But
hey, Sharon, you need to get some of that Zinquenta and this stuff.
Oh yeah, the Weleda stuff.
I put this on before I ever start with the live, and I also use this on my face. It's skin food.
Oh, has anyone had a soft sticky spot in their plate?
I have.
Really?
Yeah. And it just kept showing up. So what I did is I just put a whole bunch of mineral oil on there. I rubbed it around and then I took a baby wipe to it and scrubbed it out. But for some reason, I don't know why it happened.
Maybe
I don't
some
know
of
if
that
it was some
retarder?
paint.
Or the
It sure could be. When we use that
yeah, don't put this stuff directly on your plate. You mix it in paint. It
drying
even says so.
retarder, yeah. Mix it in with your paint before you ever put it. Don't mix it on your plate. This
Ever.
is yeah, because it's
And don't get it directly on your brayer
yeah. This is the one I had to soak for you know 3 days
with
with paper stuck on it.
Mr. Clean's girlfriend, Mrs. Murphy.
Yes, there you go. Okay, all right. I'm planning my
Composition here. You got 10
I'm
minutes.
actually planning.
Okay. And are you going to lay it on the print and then stick your plate down?
Yes, because that is. Thank you, Mariah.
You're welcome.
You know, I'm getting a little.
She needs a nap.
I need a nap. Okay, I'm liking that one butterfly, but I don't know. Maybe that one butterfly would be better over here, because that's kind of a recognizable flower up there, and this is a
Oh,
bunch
it kind
of
of is.
blobby crap here.
Kind of looks like the butterfly's pooping something out there.
Well, I'll move that so that doesn't happen. That's not an attractive. I don't want to square that wing up totally there, so we're going to have to. All right, I'm liking
He's
that.
just launching off of a leaf.
He's launching off of a leaf.
Yeah,
there you
that's the story.
go. Yeah.
Sharon says she just put her plate in a Ziploc bag with mineral oil while we were live. It's been soaking in there, and then she's gonna go take it for a bath downstairs. I think some of our gel plate printer people probably take care of their plates more than, you know,
Yeah.
some of your
Okay.
friends and family.
All right, now we have to decide on a color here. And actually, what I wanted to do...
Yes, I'm sorry, Sharon. I had to kind of go there.
Okay, that is not... And that's not going to work.
No, you gotta lay it out on the print.
Okay, I know it's going to be over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to get paint underneath because I only want the butterfly to show up.
Oh. Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't going to work. And I don't want it blue because I've already got some blue goo here. I don't know that that's going to show.
But you gotta do it opposite.
Yeah.
You understand that? I know intellectually you understand that.
Yeah.
Are you comprehending?
But when I flip this over, I need to have my butterfly on
There
this
you
side.
go. All right. We've talked through it, guys.
Thank you, Mariah. I appreciate you looking out for my
I am.
interests.
Well, I really like this print, and I don't want you screwing it.
I really like it too. I really honestly. Oh,
Oh, chuggers.
scared me. Really like this color. Like
Right, yeah.
phthalo blue. And you know, I'm just really not a big blue person, but I just really like this color. And it looks so good with Naples yellow.
Prism violet.
What?
I don't know. I feel like I missed something.
Now I'm just going to have to kind of guess because this is opaque as all get out. You hurry up and get something on there.
Yeah, Sharon says she needs a nap too. It's 7:52 a.m. She's had 2 hours of sleep. It's been a
Ooh.
long day. Cause Sharon, you're in Australia too, right, Sharon? I think she is. Ignore that rubbish story.
What rubbish story?
I think I know what that. I'll have to tell P about that. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Is that spelled right, or was that a typo? Once I get clarification, I will make sure. Poor Sharon says, "Oh yes, because yes, we got Sharon CH and Sharon SH. Texture junkies." And she says, "I'm so confused because I'm running around my art room listening, and I keep hearing my name."
All right, I don't usually do this.
Oh.
But I don't like that.
You're hitting the tape hard today.
I am. And I'm hoping that that butterfly is going to be juicy. Now, of course, I could still pull it with something else.
I like this. You got kind of some straight lines there, but I don't think it's dark enough that it's going to... And I don't think your butterfly is really showing up worth the pooty poo.
Maybe the first layer.
Yes, I believe so.
If anything happens at all. Because we pooty-dooted around there.
Aw, that's so sweet. So Lisa says that Bryson and Catherine told her to tell us that our stencils are so much fun.
Aww.
And that you did great. Aw, thanks, guys.
Oh, seriously, that is just so sweet. Okay, I don't like that line right there. I'm going to see if I can...
Buff it out. If you get after it quick enough, you can. On prints that already have paint.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're rubbing a hole in your paper.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Unless that's what you want to do. Then do it.
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to let that dry. And really, this paint is very, very...
Hey, Lee.
See, I need that in open, Mariah. I need to write that down.
She says
Sorry.
she likes the blue over the yellow.
I do too. But I think what I'm going to do here, my plan, is to come back in with a darker blue.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps my
Yes.
anthraquinone.
What you should do is just... Can you use your plate as a brayer thing? Brayer on some blue on that butterfly. Slap it down where you want it. And then brayer it.
Is that you speaking, or was somebody in the chat?
That's me. But chat, give me a thumbs up. We'll even stay on a little extra just to see this all go down if she'll comply.
Light phthalo blue.
She's adding to her paint wish list here. Bye, Sharon. You have a fabulous week, too. You know we're on like 3 times a week now.
Yeah, if you can't make it one time.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays are at 3 p.m.
All right. You know what? But see, the reason I don't want to do that, Mariah, is because I really need to take my time to line that up. And if I've got a sticky, wet butterfly in my hand...
You want me to come over and help you?
No.
I will assist to make this happen.
I'm going to do it my way.
All right, you do it your way.
I'm going to do it my way because I know that will work.
Oh, wants to see your wish list.
Well, it started out, and you know, the problem is if you I'm going to just put in a plug here because it helps me out. I have money in my PayPal account. If you use our hey, and it's cheaper. It costs more to order from Etsy, right? Not a lot, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, don't go over to Etsy. Number one, we don't have all the products on Etsy. We just put them up here and there.
And we have people that are boycotting them right now.
Yeah, I don't really know what all that's about.
I don't either, but, you know, they're kind of...
Their fees and stuff are getting a little crazy. And this whole... star thing, I still don't really understand. But anyway, what she's trying to say is, if you want to buy stencils, use your PayPal if you have PayPal, because then that goes into our paint fund.
Yeah, and I need paint. Here's my list. I've been going through it pretty rapidly here
Goodness.
lately. Okay, so we know this has... We know this has retarder in it. We just used it a moment ago.
Bye, Diane.
We're just going to... I'm just really going to do... I don't know, though. Yeah.
Yeah, just get her down there. Get
Because
your
if
butterfly.
I get a little bit of blue hither and yon, we're just not going to worry about that.
No. I think that, yeah, you just want it kind of extra juicy there in your corner where you're going to put your butterfly.
Extra juicy in the corner.
Now, remember,
Okay.
opposite. Opposite. There you go.
I'm thinking it's kind of sort of there.
There you go.
Get this.
It says, do we need a pea paint fundraiser? No, we don't need that. She's got plenty of paint. She just has little extra wish listy things.
Yeah, because Fran's got better paint than I do.
Her and Fran have a paint problem. Well, no, we need to be enabling their paint problem.
Okay, now see, I can just ignore everything except where
That's
that
fine. They can ignore it all because there we go.
blue-ish butterfly was.
Ooh, look at you pulling it off. And she's very pleased with herself.
I am.
She should be. That was a good job. And I actually like that you did the lighter blue first because you wouldn't have had
The definition.
There you go. Oh, and we do have laser prints. Some people have been ordering. And I got extra toner, so we should be good for a bit.
Yeah.
We should do some laser prints, maybe Sunday.
We can do laser. I like to do laser prints. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. We have run a little bit over time. But,
Oh, this is just such a... I think this is...
she's been on the butterflies. Maybe
You know,
the
and
laser-
I used to just poo-poo and
yeah.
say negatory things about the butterflies, but
No, you just needed the right butterflies in your life.
I did. Just like I kind of needed the right crafty, arty people in my life.
Aw.
This kind of reminds me of an icat. Weaving?
Mm-hmm. It's a good print. It's a weird... I was about to
It's very...
go cuss bucket, sorry. It's a very odd size. So if we were to frame that, it would be extra expensive because it would require it custom cut, which her art has always...
I know. Scott
Required.
he used to get so mad at me. He said, why don't you just make them
standard.
standard? I said, well, sometimes they start out standard.
Yeah, this is why, postage stamp business.
This is what happens
Paying
when you
more
have
for...
to cut off the other half, and it wasn't quite half.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. It used to be a whole piece of paper. I don't know where its friend is.
Oh, goodness. Moses, I don't have a paint problem. I had a box from Jackson's for 2 days now, unopened. Can you imagine that? Yeah. What's up with that?
I'm worried about her. You can't find your knife to open it?
She's just been busy, I guess.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah,
Well,
get to it. Open it up.
Whatever's happening in the house.
Yeah,
I'm just
and then
gonna...
show us some pictures. We want to see what's in the box. We always
From
want to know what's in the box.
Jackson's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Massey
All right, guys. What a wonderful, wonderful stream. It was kind of weird here and there, but, that's us. That's how we get things done. As I said, if you are wanting to hang out with us, know more about what we're talking about when we say makers, that is the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Please do answer the questions.
Entertain me with your answer.
Oh, yes, we do. We love them when they're more
Yeah,
entertaining.
we read them.
We
We
do.
do read them.
And yes, our Arty Perks, if you want to play with those fun little emojis, you see our little faces and Izzy and Brad and all of that. Those are the Arty Perks. He has put that link in the chat there. Please like, subscribe, and share with your Arty friends. That helps us out big time. And hey, one of these days we'll be at 3,000 subscriber mark and we'll give away what's in our happy little box that we showed on Sunday. And we're adding more stuff to it. So there we go. Bye, guys.
Bye.